Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading for the 9th to the 16th of June. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. All right, Taurus. Let's talk about the fact that Venus is currently in your sign in tropical astrology 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so, my angels, Venus is coming into your life. Venus is blessing you. Venus wants to give you that ultimate glow up. Venus also turns, remember, you got to remember back in the day, Venus, yes, goddess of love and peace and harmony and la da da da. Also goddess of material possessions, luxury, and she was also known as a warrior. Right? And so she turns around and says to you, right, where are you expending your energy, Taurus, in a manner that is not supportive of your growth, of your evolution? Where are you pouring and emptying your cup when you should be pouring and filling your cup? She turns around and says to you, do you value yourself? Show me. Do you love yourself? Show me. What are the actions that you are taking to love yourself? Are you allowing people to disrespect you? Are you engaging in relationships that are no longer serving you? Are you refusing to move forward in dynamics, in patterns of behavior simply because complacency and ease, and you're just like, but this just feels so easy, even though it's not healthy? That is what Taurus is saying, or Venus is saying to you this week, Taurus. You got worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And then we have the third house, which is connected to Mercury. And it's also about the mind, the ideas. It's the ability to think, to concentrate, to focus. It's our intellect, our communication, how we receive information, how we deliver information. It's also daily social environment like neighbors and siblings, okay? And the way in which we relate to them. And then we have lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. This whole week for you, Taurus, is like a time of thinking of towards the future. Remember, we have the Sagittarius full moon. It's a time of thinking about the future. It's a time of looking into the future. It's a time of planning towards the future. At the same time, Taurus, it's Source turning around and saying, where did you learn certain limiting behaviors, certain patterns, certain ways of thinking, of being, of showing up in this world, whether for yourself or for others, that were limiting to you, that were holding you back? King of Cups, Justice, and the Six of Cups. Where do you need to break free? Where do you need to honor and acknowledge that the way in which you are showing up in this world is not supportive or congruent? Is that a right word? Congruency? No, I don't think that is. Delete that word. Supporting you or aligned with where you're going. You have to tune into the emotional maturity here as you are restoring balance, as you are getting karma, as you are, understanding how to create that life of peace, ease, and bliss, right? Because this is cause and effect. And then the Six of Cups here turns around and goes, what did you learn in your childhood that is now impacting you, that you need to mature and grow up? How do you need to mature and grow up? How do you need to operate from a different place emotionally and mentally in the way that you present so that you can create more balance, peace, and harmony and karmic balance? Especially from your upbringing, from the things that brought you nostalgia, from your childhood memories, right? From your experiences. For example, did you grow up with a mom that was always worrying? Or did you grow up with a mom who was a people pleaser? Did you grow up with a father who spent money irresponsibly? Did you grow up with a father who was very misogynistic? Did you grow up in a family and an environment where women had to do as they were told and they were just meant to sit and look pretty? They could never think for themselves or else they were deemed difficult, right? Like, think about these deep things that you grew up seeing, because now Source is saying everything unaligned must go. Two of Wands, Hanged Man, Two of Pentacles. There's going to be a lot of learning to balance the ebbing and flowing of this energy here with the Two of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Two of Pentacles. Contemplation, self-reflection as you look into the future, and also not only balance your finances and your money, because I do think a lot of this stuff has to do with your financials, well-being, your financial security, your financial stability, right? But also you feeling secure you know, if you are finding that you feel insecure, or you're finding that you're not feeling really good about yourself, well, is that in relation to your money, to your material possessions, to the inner conversations, the inner dialogue that you're having, to your environment and who you're surrounding yourself with, right? Like, ask yourself, where is this showing up and why? And then the Seven of Wands turns around and says, there is work to be done here, but you're almost at the finish line. There is work to be done here. However, this is going to require you to put in some extra TLC, some extra love into your mindset, into your emotions, into you planning towards that future. You know, if I sat here and told you guys, like, I will be very honest with you. I have been going through something very, very stressful in my life. And if, for those of you that watch that video, I also know somebody who's going through something very challenging and difficult. And so my whole life right now, despite me mentally wanting to, you know, be at a certain place, there's also these real life experiences that are going on around me, right? That are impacting me, whether directly or indirectly. And therefore I'm kind of surrounded by it as a lesson to, you know, my perseverance, my ability to face adversity and to focus on, you know, myself, my growth as life, right, goes around. But one thing that I noticed, and I'll share this very, very vulnerably with you guys, is that my cortisol levels have been through the roof. I can't seem, I'm going to rephrase that. It seemed to me that in the past, you know, as a form of protection, my body was unwilling to lose the weight. And then I was repeating different types of patterns, right? I would stress and I would eat food because I'd be stressed, and I was like, comfort, comfort, comfort. Well, I'm no longer interested in doing that. That's going to require a lot of discipline, a lot of structure, right? There's supplements that I have to start taking regularly. There's new workout routines. There's a different diet, a different way of managing my desire for that comfort food, right? What other things can I find comfort in that are not things that are going to make my body feel not well? And so why am I sharing this with you? Because that's the Two of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Two of Pentacles. Navigating real life, like working, being a parent, you know, having a social life, being part of like events and activities and communities and group, right? While also dealing with the internal emotional stuff. And how do we balance all of it? That's what this is asking of you, Taurus. And also reminding you that yes, this feels a little bit like work right now, but it's work to help you focus on how to cultivate that life of bliss and joy. You got Venus energy here, right? Venus wants you to live with ease. Venus wants you to attract effortlessly. And Venus also wants you to acknowledge where you yourself are the protagonist in your story, right? Where are you the self-saboteur? In your love life, we have the King of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Are you holding on to a relationship that's expired? Are you wishing to, you know, fix a relationship that you know is done, but you don't want to let it go, right? Because you don't want to look like a failure in your family. Are you attracting or wanting the attention from men who are not deserving of you? Right? You have to pay attention to all these things. Five of Cups and the Magician. Yeah, like, are you trying to manifest somebody who isn't even worthy of you? Justice and the Seven of Wands. You know, whatever the outcome may be, I will tell you something here, Taurus. This week you're going to find, especially with Jupiter, the Sagittarius full moon and Jupiter moving into Cancer, you are going to find a lot of changes that are happening. You are going to notice that there are some shifts, there are some changes. And some of them may be very permanent, Taurus, but they are all guiding you towards that life of financial stability, financial security. So if you're feeling stuck right now, ask yourself where you are trying to hold on to something that you should have let go of a long time ago already. If you want to book a session, you want to work with me in any capacity, it's down in the description box below. Here is this video to help you with manifesting your dream life. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We will see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.